So do you guys remember actor Haley Joel Osment? Most of you know him as the kid from The Sixth Sense who said, "I see dead people." But he's actually acted in a lot of other stuff. He was in Forrest Gump, The Jeff Foxworthy Show, Pay It Forward, AI, Tusk in 2014, the Entourage movie. He did 3 episodes of Silicon Valley. He did voice work for Family Guy and American Dad, and he's done a bunch of other stuff. He was just on Jimmy Kimmel. Recently, he was arrested for public intoxication and possession of an unidentified controlled substance in Mammoth Lakes, California. We think it was probably cocaine. He was booked and released on April 8th. According to People, the Mono County District Attorney will decide whether to prosecute the case or not. We do have the footage here from New York Post in page 6, so let's check that out.
What's going on?
I'm being detained by these guys.
Okay.
Who am I talking to? Is it John? Is it Robert? What is it? I'm in there.
144 Tommy.
I don't understand what that means. Someone in there?
44 Tommy.
Okay. Well, you're under arrest now for public intox. Can you stand up, please? Stand up. Stand up.
I am not fighting.
Okay.
I'm not stand up. I'm not fighting you, man. Jesus Christ.
Stand up.
I'm not fighting you.
You put that in my front.
So
Everyone be careful. There's something in this.
that he couldn't, he spilled his
Don't open it. Leave it close.
and then he got,
So let's do
Whatever's
this
in it.
because you think there might be something in that.
I think there's cocaine in it.
Take all the property.
44 Sam.
Where are you living now? Where are you living? Where do you live?
What's he asking?
Because I'm the police officer who's taking care of you right now. That's why.
Taking care of me.
Yeah.
You're really abusing me.
You know, you do recognize him, right? That's the actor
I was wondering when I saw
Oh.
that.
from
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense, Pay It Forward.
Oh, yeah.
That's the kid actor.
I've been kidnapped by a Nazi.
I know. You got about 10 minutes and we'll get you out of the cuffs.
You're really like torturing me. You wish you treated me nicer than you are. You're gonna regret this.
Okay, so you saw that video and it looked like a controlled substance. They thought it was cocaine, and then you heard him call the police officer a Nazi, and then there was something else he said that's been muted out. And I've watched several videos on this, the same video, and they're all muted. So I don't know what he said, but I read in reports that it was something anti-Semitic. And he's since apologized for that. But now what? You know, it's like, where do you go from here? So, and apparently this is not Haley Joel Osment's first run-in with the law. Back in 2018, the police were called on him after he allegedly had a verbal argument at the McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas on Super Bowl Sunday. In 2006, he was charged with misdemeanor drunk driving after getting into a car accident when he was 18, according to People. He pled no contest and was sentenced to 3 years of probation. His parents used to tell him when he first started out in the industry, if it's ever not fun, you can quit tomorrow. That's what he told E! News. And then when he got to be college age, he got to go off and study theater and really think hard about whether he wanted to do this as his career in his life. And the answer has always been yes. He said, it's still a job that I really enjoy despite all the uncertainty and the difficulty of being able to plan your life 3 to 6 months out. He took a break from Hollywood in 2006 when he moved to New York City to attend NYU Tisch School of Arts. There was pretty tense years in Los Angeles because at the time there was this very predatory, aggressive kind of tabloid engagement with certain celebrities. He took a years-long break after starring in Home of the Giants, which filmed in 2005 but aired in 2007. He returned to the big screen with a role in the 2012 film The Misadventures of Dunderheads. So he lived in New York City. He's lived there for 15 years, and then he made his way back to Los Angeles, where the paparazzi culture had quote-unquote mellowed out a bit. So, again, he made a statement, he apologized, but unfortunately people love gossip, they love rumors, they love to see celebrities crash and burn. However, they also love to see a redemption story. And when I watched that video, to me, it felt like a cry for help. This guy is struggling and he needs help. And I would love to sit down and have a chat with him about that day, about what he's been through in his life, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. I'm sure he may need to do that at some point to clear his name and so that people can associate him with something good and not this last memory that people will have of him being drunk and shouting obscenities and possibly having cocaine. So why me? Why would he sit down with me and not Joe Rogan or Kevin Smith, who he's worked with? Those guys are certainly bigger than me and they have bigger podcasts, but are they really going to want to take a chance with this right now? He said something anti-Jewish. That's usually the kiss of death in Hollywood. So I only have 7,000 subscribers. I have nothing to lose. And also with my background as a counselor, I think that if we sat down and chatted, we really could get to the root of the problem and figure out how to get Haley back on track and doing what he does best, which of course is acting and entertaining audiences. But maybe he doesn't want to do that. And maybe that's the problem, is he feels like he has to do that. And maybe that's not what he wants to do. Maybe he wants to open up an animal sanctuary or something. Who knows? But I think if we sat down and chatted, I think it'd be a really interesting chat. So Haley Joel Osment, or your people, if you're watching this, you know how to find me. Get a hold of me. Reach out and let's set something up. Thanks for watching. If you want to make sure this video goes viral, then you make sure you like it, share it, comment, and make sure you also subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.